Hey everyone, and welcome back to another epic episode of Metal Nights with the Metal Coach, where the riffs reign supreme and the music rocks. Tonight, brand new Stryper track called Throne of Thorns that is coming off their 18th studio album that is of the same name. It's coming out on Frontiers on September 25th, 2026. I am so excited about this one. But before we get into it, guys, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss another epic episode of Metal Nights with the Metal Coach. Here at Metal Nights, we are family. If you want to support the channel and you want to wear the colors, check out the Metal Coach merch I have for you. You can also join the Metal Coach Militia and buy me a cup of coffee. All the links are in the description of this video. All that and more when the Metal Coach returns, coming up next. Welcome back to the show, everyone. I'm your host, Steven, the Metal Coach Holly. Let's get into it. Let's introduce my favorite band, Stryper. Of course, we have Michael Sweet on lead vocals and lead and rhythm guitars. You have Oz Fox on lead and rhythm guitars, Perry Richardson on bass, and Robert Sweet, the visual timekeeper behind the drum kit. So let's crank it up. Let's take a listen to Stryper's new track called Throne of Thorns that is coming off their brand new album that's releasing in September. Let's go. You know what? When a band names an album of the song title Throne of Thorns, you already know they're coming with something powerful. And so far, this track carries the melody, harmonies, and that twin guitar attack that has made Stryper legends. But it also has that heavier edge that is defining the band's modern sound. This is not a band just going through the motions. This sounds like four veteran musicians stepping into the ring with something to prove, and so far they are proving why they are one of the best in the business still to this day. Let's dive into this one, Metal Coach style. Let's go. Okay, let's start out. Let's talk about Michael Sweet's vocals, and man, he delivers a vocal performance that is just brilliant. Has a ton of strength, fire, and conviction to it. He comes out swinging on this one. I think his vocal control in the verses are great, very focused, and he builds that tension naturally. And then when that song begins to rise in intensity, he gives us a little bit more grit and power in his vocal delivery. He has always been so good with understanding the dynamic of a song. He knows when to hold back and lean into a phrase and when to open up his vocals so the track soars. His upper registry still has that unmistakable Michael Sweet tone. It's bright, powerful, capable of cutting through a wall of distorted guitars, but there's also that rougher edge in places that fits that darker, heavier mode of this track. Michael sounds confident, seasoned, and completely invested in the message, which draws the listener in. He is not simply hitting notes. He is delivering every line like a battle cry for the faithful. That is what separates a good singer from a great frontman, and Michael Sweet is one of the best to ever come out of the Sunset Strip. Just stellar. I cannot wait to see them on July 17th down here in Arlington, Texas. It is going to absolutely rock. Man, Michael, great job, buddy. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the chorus, because I think this is where this song really takes off. This chorus, it has a massive melodic hook to it. I love how the guitars widen, the backing vocals rise. Michael Sweet drives the title straight through the middle of the song. You still have that heaviness underneath. You still have the melody. The hook is so strong that it sticks with you from the first time you listen to it, and it's got that metal edge still to it at the same time. The vocal layering is brilliant. Gives that chorus the arena-sized sound that Stryper fans expect. It is built for a live crowd. I cannot wait to see if they do it on the 17th of July. To me, this chorus is bold, it's memorable, it's powerful. It gets in, makes its point, and gives this track its emotional center. That is how you write a chorus worthy of being attached to an album that is the title track. Man, brilliant. I can't wait to hear this live. Okay, let's get into the rhythm section of Perry Richardson on bass and Robert Sweet, the visual timekeeper, on drums. Start first, let's talk about Perry here. Perry just gives this track some rumble to it. His bass work is tight. It is thick. Really brings a pulse to the low end. And there's movement with his bass work, and I love it. And he has just brought such a different element to the band since he joined 10 years ago. He doesn't fight the guitars for attention. Instead, he strengthens them. And when Michael and Oz lock into that heavier riff, Perry reinforces every guitar riff with movement underneath them. You could really hear his bass work, and I absolutely love what he's done on this track. Man, brilliant job here, Perry. All right, guys, let's get into Robert Sweet here, the visual timekeeper on drums, doing what he does best, bringing the power. Robert hits the drums so hard, and you can feel it and you can hear it, especially these first two songs we've heard so far. Robert is a steady influence on the sound of these two tracks. His kick drums are just stellar, just really locking in with that riff. And then the snare lands with just so much authority, and he keeps the track moving forward. His cymbal work impeccable as always. And his fills are timely placed and sharp, and just fill in the little moments of the track that need it during the transitional moments. Robert, of course, is a visual drummer, but underneath it all, you can see his movement, his showmanship as a player, and his strong sense of timing and structure. He understands when to sit in the groove and when to give the track a little extra muscle. Robert gives this track the thunder, but he also gives it the control. All right, guys, let's finish up the track. I will come back and I'll break this all down Metal Coach style. Let's turn up Stryper's Throne of Thorns. Right now, let's go. Well, man, what can I say? Everybody knows my feelings of Stryper. I love the band. I'm absolutely a huge fan. Been one since 1984 when the Yellow and Black Attack came out. This song, it's Stryper. It's an absolute banger of a track. Just a modern day Stryper anthem that has meaning and power for all of us needing God's strength and grace to get through another day. Man, I just love what they do. There's just something special about them, and there always has been, in my opinion. Now, let's get into the guitar attack from Michael Sweet and Oz Fox, because this is where Stryper brings the metal. The rhythm guitars have a thick, modern crunch, but the riffing still carries that classic melodic metal character. The palm-muted sections are tight and aggressive, giving the verses a darker, more forceful feel. Then when the chorus arrives, the guitars open up and allows the melody to expand. That contrast makes the arrangement just hit a little bit more harder. That's the sound of two guitarists who know each other, and they played with each other for decades, and they are just brilliant on this track. Man, great stuff here. All right, so let's talk about my favorite part, always on the show, is the guitar solos. And man, I'm telling you what, Oz and Michael just rip it up on this one. The solo brings the fire, but they're not just a collection of fast notes. There is melody inside the technique. You hear the fast pick runs, the smooth legato. The phrasing is brilliant. Strong bends, controlled vibrato, and then the harmonized guitar work that has always been part of the Stryper sound. The lead lines feel like a conversation. One phrase steps forward, the next phrase answers it. And then the guitars come together in those soaring harmonies. That is what makes the solo section so exciting when they play together. This is classic twin guitar metal with a modern edge from the legend of Stryper. This is the kind of guitar work that makes you turn up the volume and run the section back over again, time and time again. That is why they are my favorite guitar duo of all time. Yeah, I'm saying all time because they're that good. Man, I love it. All right, on this part, let's go ahead and talk about the production value of Throne of Thorns, because it sounds big, it's massive, it's polished, and it's heavy. The guitars are wide in the mix, giving the track a strong wall of sound, but the lead guitar part still remains so clear. The bass has a lot of punch to support the riffs, and the drums sound super powerful without washing out the rest of the band. Michael's lead vocals sit right where it needs to be. It is present and clear, but is still connected to the music around it. The backing vocals, which they are known for, add size to the chorus without making it feel overloaded. The production gives the track that modern sound, but it does not remove the personality of the band. This still sounds like Stryper, but it's modernized with a hint of old school Stryper. It has the harmonies, the guitar attack, the soaring vocals, and the powerful message. But everything comes through with extra weight and clarity. This track was made to be played loud, and they've done a tremendous job on the production side here. Man, I love it. So what makes this track stand out to me? To me, it delivers everything I want from modern Stryper. It's heavy, it's melodic, it's focused, and it's filled with conviction. Michael sounds powerful behind the microphone. Perry and Rob give this track that rock-solid foundation and that metal muscle, and the guitar work from Michael and Oz is just absolutely stellar. Then you add the massive chorus and the twin-engine guitar solo section, and you have a title track that makes a strong statement about what this album is going to bring for us. Stryper are not slowing down. They are still writing with purpose, playing with fire, and showing why they remain one of the most important bands in Christian metal to this day. Man, good stuff. So there you go, guys. The new Stryper track called Throne of Thorns, which is the title track to their 18th studio album coming out on Frontiers on September 25th, 2026. Man, I cannot wait to hear this live, and I cannot wait for this album to get here. Leave your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your take, your favorite moments from this new Stryper track, and let me know if you're as excited for this release as I am. And also, if you're going to be in Arlington on July 17th Come say hi to the Metal Coach. Let's rock out together. Let's do some headbanging for Jesus. And man, I cannot wait. Also, guys, make sure you go support Stryper by visiting their official website. And don't forget to follow them on all their social media platforms. The links are in the description of this video. Guys, if Metal Nights is a part of your week, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can join the Metal Coach family and never miss another epic episode. If you want to support the channel, you want to wear the colors, go check out all the Metal Coach merch I have for you. And if you want to help to continue to build the channel and help me pay for my graduate study, which I'm going back to get my PhD, join the Metal Coach militia, buy me a cup of coffee. All the proceeds go back to the channel and to support my continuing education. All the links are in the description of this video, and I would really appreciate your help and support. Also, guys, let me know what you would like for me to react to in the future. And I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. And always, don't forget, keep it fun, keep it metal, crank something loud today, keep the faith, and never let anyone make you feel afraid. Take care, guys. Keep it metal. I'll see you soon.